Hi guys, and welcome back to Chronically Optimistic. Abby and Marshmallow here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my 3rd and 4th week experience on Trintellix. So hi guys, welcome back. I hope you've all had a really good day so far, or night, wherever you are, whatever time it is, whatever you're doing. So today I'm going to be talking about my 3rd and 4th week experience on the Trintellix, making it up to a full month on this new medication. So unfortunately, my experience hasn't been as smooth sailing as the 1st and 2nd week on this medication. I have had an uncomfortable few days, let's put it that way. So my sleep is still really crappy. I don't know what's going on with my sleep. I have been making a real effort to go to bed at a regular time, but it's like my circadian rhythm is really messed up. I haven't been able to get to sleep until 1 or 2 in the morning every single night, and I haven't been waking up until between 10:30 and 12 every single day, which it's frustrating for me. It really is. I kind of hate it because even though I work as a freelancer, I work from home, so my schedule, it's not a huge deal. I can get stuff done. I can work until the late hours of the night if I need to. That's not a problem. But what sucks is that I just feel like I'm wasting my day. When I get up at 11 or 12, I feel like half the day's already over. I miss a lot of the natural light of the day, which can make me feel more low in mood just because I wake up and then suddenly it gets dark. And so I feel like my whole life is nocturnal, it's all living in the dark, and it makes me uncomfortable. So I just really wish that my sleep was regular. Marshmallow. Margie. No, you can't be up in the camera. I gotta film my video. Yeah. So that's been really frustrating, and my daytime fatigue and exhaustion has been getting pretty bad as well. It's getting to the point where I'm still feeling very tired, much like I was on the Cipralex, and part of me is just disappointed and worried that maybe this is just how I am on antidepressants and maybe it's not a viable option for me. But at the same time, I know that it's helping with my mood. I know that it's helping with my depression. So I don't want to come off completely because I'm scared that I will go back to feeling how I was before. I'm feeling a little bit down and disappointed right now and lost and just trying to figure out what the best option for me and my body and my brain is at this point. In addition to the exhaustion, I have had a few more of those bad headaches again, which again is very frustrating. They're very uncomfortable. They are quite bad, and sometimes even taking an Advil isn't enough. So one of the really big things this last couple weeks has been really worsened fibro. So I don't know if I'm just going into a fibro flare naturally or whether it's to do with the medication, but my fibro has been very bad every single day for about 2 weeks now. And it started after I went to an event for the art gallery where I'm exhibiting some of my artwork. I had to go to this social event and wear high heels, and the next day I started feeling very sore, very fibro-y. But I couldn't rest because I had to go to the birthday party of the little girl that I nanny for. So I had to go and, make an effort again and hang out with people and be out, and I did a lot of standing. And so the next day my fibro was even worse. But again, and this is really bad, if you have fibro, you need to take breaks and you need to let your body rest. But I didn't. The 3rd day, it was the only day that I could go and run errands. I really needed to go buy groceries, so I ended up spending the day walking around Walmart. I do not recommend walking around Walmart when you're going into a fibro flare. It is no fun. So after that, I went into the worst fibro flare I have had in a really long time, and it is still occurring. So I have been going through this fibro flare for a couple of weeks, and I've been very sore every single day. Now, part of that could be because of those triggers and the fact that I didn't rest when I knew that I should rest. But I've also done a lot of reading about Trintellix, and a lot of other people who don't even have fibro have reported that on Trintellix they started experiencing really bad joint pain and really bad muscle aches and pains, very similar to fibro, and it was caused entirely by the medication. So part of me is wondering if maybe there's a connection there, and possibly the medication is what is bringing on this really bad pain. So obviously, as of right now, there's no way for me to tell. I know I already have fibromyalgia, so it could just be the fibro. But there's also a chance that it could be the Trintellix exacerbating it. Right now, there's just no way for me to know. So that's been something I've been struggling with, this ongoing fibro pain, this ongoing fatigue and exhaustion. And now, quite possibly, another really bad side effect. I have been having anxiety coming through again. So obviously one of the main reasons I'm on this medication in the first place is for my anxiety. I have a social anxiety disorder and a generalized anxiety disorder, and I am quite prone to panic attacks. So it is a bad sign that my anxiety is coming through again on the Trintellix. It was pretty controlled on the Cipralex, but again, the fatigue was so bad I couldn't continue on that medication. So right now the Trintellix seems to be controlling my depression and my mood very well, but I've been finding that for about 5 days straight I've been having very bad free-floating anxiety. And it's been showing up in very physical ways as well. I've been having very bad pain in my chest right here where my ribs meet, that little hollow where your ribs meet. I've been having very bad burning pain. I've also been having chest tightness and just feeling like it's hard to breathe. And I've just got that very strong feeling of anxiety and dread just inside in the pit of me, just sitting there. And unfortunately, it has no rhyme or reason, because right now I have finished everything that there is to be anxious about. I got all my work done that I was anxious about, so really right now I should be feeling pretty good, but I'm not. Instead, I'm feeling very, very anxious. So now I'm left with the difficult decision of, should I come off the Trintellix and try something else? Or should I raise my dose to 10 milligrams and see if the higher dose helps? So I know that my doctor is going to say that I should try the 10 milligrams before I come off of it. So what I'm going to do is, a few days before I go to see her, I'm going to raise it up to 10, because the last time I saw her, she gave me permission to raise it myself if I felt like I should. So I'm going to raise it up to 10, keeping in mind that I need enough medication until I see her. And I'm just going to see if it makes a difference, if it makes me feel the same, better, or worse, so that I can kind of have something to tell her when I see her next. And then if it makes me feel better, I might end up having to take 10 milligrams. If it makes me feel the same, I don't know that I'm going to stay on it, because right now I'm having bad fibro, bad exhaustion and fatigue, and now also anxiety on top of it. That's not worth it for me. I should try something else. And obviously if it makes me feel worse, I'm definitely coming off of it. So that's my current state right now. I've been on it for just over a month, and yeah, I'm feeling this awful anxiety and I'm not doing great. So yeah, it's very disappointing, because at the beginning I felt so good and I felt so much better, and I thought it was gonna be the one for me. You know, it was gonna be the medication that works for me and makes me feel great. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm optimistic that going up to 10 milligrams is going to make me feel fantastic and erase all my problems, and, you know, hopefully my sleep will go back to normal and my anxiety will be under control, and hopefully the fibro is just my fibro and not the medication. So I'm going to give it a little bit more time and check it out. I do have a doctor's appointment coming up on the 17th, and today is the 10th, so I've got one more week to go, and so we'll see what my doctor says, and I'll let you guys know what happens next. So I will keep you guys updated as it goes on, my next week of being on Trintellix and what happens next. And in the meantime, I hope all of you guys are doing well and are coping with your anxiety and are feeling good. And I will talk to you guys next time. Okay? Take care.